I am incredibly sorry. Oh my god, I am so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I screwed up badly. I screwed up royally, to be honest. I did not mean to do that. I wanted to let the song play. Honestly. Ah. Kill me. Please kill me. That was so dumb of me. I'm so incredibly sorry. Oh boy. Why am I so dumb today? That was a lot to take in. Looking at Klace, talking to him after what I've done. My heart starts to race as soon as I get back to the kitchen. I hate how I'm feeling tonight. There is so much stuff I want to say, but it feels like I can't. Like there's this voice in my head stopping me. Doubt, anxiety. Actually, let me look at this then. Well, let me fix the expression. Let's see. Well, first of all, I need to disappear. Ah! I love this. I love the fact that I can just disappear. Expressions. No, they are all on additive. Additive, additive, additive. Oh well, that did not work, too bad. It would be actually fun if I had to change to bass. Oh my god. No, that's sorrow. I don't mean to be sorrowful, I mean to be joyful. Nope, nothing changes. Okay, never mind. That didn't work well, huh? Phew. There is a fly in my room. God damn it. I've been struggling with this particular fly for ages. Paranoia. I feel like seeing that agent was a tipping point for me. Like some level of denial present in my mind no longer existed. In that one moment, everything hit me all at once. I forgot to read the rest. I shouldn't be standing in the kitchen like this. I'm clearly starting to show signs of panic. I need a breather. Slipping out of the door in the back of the kitchen, I entered the garage. Or at least what I think is the garage, since I can barely see anything. But that's just what I need. A moment of silence and darkness. A moment to focus on my breathing and calm down soon. I think about everything I've done and everything I've seen. Part of me thinks Klace would forgive me for what I did. And when it comes to Isaac, he would never lied to me before. I feel like my future will be determined by the nature of those around me. Would Klace be able to forgive me for invading his privacy like that? Isaac telling the truth when tells everybody to trust him? He must be. I feel safe when he's around. That comforting thought is enough to calm me down. Besides, we only have 5 days until Hermes took action. It's just like Chiron said to me. The first doesn't matter if an avalanche follows. In 5 days from now, we will be the least of Argus's problem. If all we had to do was last 5 days, then I think we would be fine. Just trust in Isaac, go with the flow, spend time with your friends. Trust in Isaac, go with the flow. Trust Isaac. My eyes start to adjust and I realize I'm not in the garage. I'm in Isaac's workshop. The one place I wasn't supposed to go. And I instinctively go to cover my eyes, but then it's already too late. I can immediately see what he didn't want anybody in here. Dozen upon dozen of Argus drones line the garage. On the workshop bench rests a large stack of briefcases, just like one I saw him hand out to one of the partygoers. Dimly lit monitors line the wall, showing live footage of the house. At least it appears to be live. The date, the time match up perfectly, but in the footage, the house is completely empty. I know that's not true, since I can hear the party roaring. Is it fake footage? I gulp. It was clearly none of my business. If it was part of his surprise, I can't even begin to imagine what it would be. Or maybe there wasn't even a surprise. Maybe he was just hiding this. Looks like Hermes things to do, hiding the party from Argus. Maybe. I turn on my phone to look at the time and realize it's almost a second midnight. I'm supposed to spend this one thing. I'm supposed to spend this one with Taylor, if I remember correctly. Quickly leave the garage, trying to forget what I just saw. Also, hello there, Astra. We're having some issues with the model, but we've got new horns. Behold, lo and behold. All I can do is repeat my earlier thought, like it's a mantra. Go with the flow. Like water. Second midnight. Taylor, heart to heart, 3. How are you doing? I hope you're doing really well today. Take a sip of water. Just like me, taking a sip of water with lemon. Oh no, something fell down. I returned to the kitchen calm and relaxed. Looks like nobody saw me enter Isaac's workshop. Aha! The plan has worked. It's for the best. I wouldn't want him to think I disobeyed him. If he took one thing seriously, it was his hobby. He made it as clear as possible since the day one arrived. I arrived. I've done my best to respect that so far, and I had no intentions of slipping up. I opened the fridge and grabbed myself another drink. This whole 4 midnight thing was pretty cool. Taylor had a good idea. When I closed the door to the fridge, that's exactly who I see behind it. We lock eyes. It's clear that he's trying to startle me. But if he wanted to scare me, he would have to do better than that.
Then, you passed the test.
What test?
I didn't startle you. That means you're innocent.
Of course I am innocent. Innocent?
Only people with a guilty conscience would jump. Trust me, it's a tried and true method.
Huh? But I always get startled like that. I don't have anything to hide though. Somehow I adapt that.
Well, I sure shocked Isaac. And Dante just assumed
I beg to differ, it doesn't work. Exactly, it does not work. Fighting stance. Exactly, this is what I would do. Freaking assume a fighting stance. Just punch.
Did you know he's actually trained in self-defense? So when he says he wants to fight, he totally does.
Oh boy. Interesting.
You're blocking the door, by the way. I came here to get another drink.
Okay, fair enough. We do feel guilt. I don't feel guilty at all. Especially Delta, he didn't do anything. He definitely didn't read Klace's diary, and definitely just didn't get into Isaac's workshop. What are you talking about? That's just some imagination. You must be glitching, you know? Here, come. Come to me. Let me fix this really quickly for you. After all, this will be painless. Hopefully. Oh. I move to the side and Taylor opens the door. Without hesitation, I slip behind it and hide.
It's not gonna work. I know you're there.
No. I am not there. He closes the door and smirks at me as he cracks open a beer.
Besides, you already know I'm not innocent. And I can think of far better ways to show it off.
How though? Drinking contest? Oh, is that the night we steal the deal? Oh, steal the deal? No, we seal the deal.
Can you think of a better night? There's romance in the air. I can smell it. $10 says Isaac is planning something.
$10 only? I would give it 100. He smirks, and takes a sip of his drink.
I forgot.
Oh no, he forgot.
We're doing second midnight together, right? Maybe I should grab a few more drinks.
I nod, at least that was my recollection of the plan. He opens the door again and grabs some more booze.
Wanna head to your room?
Yes.
Some privacy would be nice. That, and it's getting pretty loud.
I hate the loudness of parties. I like the initial state of parties, you know? The initial quiet-ish state, and after they get super loud, I'm incredibly annoyed. One person knows we entered the workshop. We did! Wait, what? One person knows we entered oh no. Probably Isaac of all people. That's true. First midnight must have set things off. The party is roaring and the booze is definitely flowing. Let go with the flow. Might be nice to have a quiet moment or two with my friends. Sure, let's head to my room. Let's have a roaring sex. Simple as.
Perfect. Perfect. And don't worry, I grabbed one for you, too. Just remember to pace yourself. There's 3 midnights to go.
Oh no, 3 more drinks. He hands me another drink and I start to follow him. I'm not drunk, I swear. Pretty odd that he was leading me to my room. I guess he's just like taking the initiative. Oh no, the rabbit is taking the initiative. Last time that happened, the wolf boy was traumatized, to say the least. Poor Legoshi, man. Poor Legoshi, traumatized by a rabbit. As soon as we entered the room, we put the drinks down on the nightstand. Even reading in character, yes. It was quite a few drinks too. Not sure how long he wanted to be in here. I look at the time, and there is still quite a while until we hit the second midnight.
Socializing can be so exhausting.
Incredibly.
It's a lot harder in person compared to my chat.
It is incredibly hard to socialize at one point. It just there comes a point where you're just socially freaking exhausted, and it's hard to keep up your face. Like, it is hard to keep up your face smiling. It's hard to keep up your face at anything.
Hope you don't mind taking a breather with me. Oh, also, thank you for letting me use your room.
Yes. Oh, right. He sits on the edge of the bed.
I would have asked Klace, but he started locking his. Can't blame a guy for valuing privacy, though.
He knows. He knows. Klace started locking his door?
I'm pretty fond of my private life, too. It's why I only ever hang out with the core group.
Alright.
Nights like this really make me realize how comfortable I am with all of you.
Aww.
Throw some strangers into the mix, and all of a sudden, I can barely talk.
Well, if people talk over each other, it is hard to, like, speak.
I guess everyone has a comfort crowd, though.
Yes.
I gotta step it up. I'm hosting a panel at the con.
Oh boy, I actually forgot about this. Do you actually do that? Wow! I genuinely forgot about it. What was the panel supposed to be about? He's hosting a panel at the con. Oh, so he didn't tell us about it yet. Okay. I sit down beside him and we continue chatting.
Yeah, streaming 101. That kind of stuff. A lot of people ask me how they can make it.
There is a lot of luck involved, by the way, just saying.
It's not as simple as all that. If there was a formula, then everyone would be successful.
True.
I hate to brag, but I feel like my personality is a big part of it.
Oh yeah, the big shot rabbit. The big smug rabbit as well. He's incredibly smug. Consider all things. I swear, more and more things are falling in my room. What the hell is going on? Yesterday, some big thing fell down. And today, as well, something falls down. What the hell? I'm being haunted by ghosts. Friggin' Jupiter, don't haunt me, okay?
I mean, they choose to watch me over everyone else. When I try to list some reasons, that one just rises right to the top.
Couldn't be the personality. There is just no way.
Oh, not nice.
Boo-hoo.
But your personality isn't gonna win any awards either, Delta. Half the time, you just stand there, nodding in response.
Yes. I know that Taylor gives me a wide smile. He takes a large swig of his drink, then lays back on the bed. I do the same, and we stare up at the ceiling together. He sighs before quickly reverting to a previous topic.
People are the worst sometimes, aren't they?
They are. They can be.
It's so much easier when it's username scrolling past my screen. At least then I have some time to rehearse my answers.
Same. That's why I always take a lot of time building up into a sexual joke, because I can actually think about it, you know? I can think about it and when to press the button and do everything. There's so much thinking I'm trying to do on spot, and it's incredibly hard. It is super hard. And when you're put on the spot in real life, well, it is hard to come up with the answer. Let me tell you about this. Okay, I forgot what I wanted to say. Dang it. I come to think of it, I've never seen Taylor interact with people outside of our group. But given everything I know about his past, social issues don't surprise me at all.
A lot of my streamer friends are gonna be at the con. I'm paranoid that I won't make a good first impression.
You will. You definitely freaking will. Just pretend those people are chat.
Especially when potential collabs are on the line. They're gonna be judging me from the moment they meet me. If I'm not entertaining enough, I'll lose opportunities.
Oh, shush. You will be good.
I'm already having enough trouble with those leaked photos.
What leaked photos? Excuse me? Leaked photos? Is there a spicy story here?
I wish. It's actually a lot more embarrassing than that. Some photos of me as a teenager were leaked, back when I lived in a group home.
Oh. It's also much easier to write someone about things you don't like about them than talking to them directly. It is. It is incredibly much easier to just write about those things than talk about those things, because you can fall into a loop of some kind, and if you write those things down, you can just analyze them and think about them more and just be like, yes, that does make sense. I gotta change it.
Then. Huge, you could say.
Yeah. He doesn't clarify whether he means muscle or fat, which is interesting. But I have to ask him what exactly this group home was about.
Well, it was a different one every year, to be honest. It was just a place for troubled youth, or kids with no parents.
So juvie.
Like a shelter, I guess.
Okay,
run
never
by
mind.
Volunteers from the community. But I was stupid back then. Took out my problems on other people. I guess I was a bully if we're putting a label on it.
Ah, so he's a bully. That's why the personality. Guess people just like the narcissistic part of him. To be honest, that is actually something that would be a good thing for a success. For some people, narcissistic type of personality can attract people. I do not fully understand why is that. It is incredibly concerning.
So, if I acted up too much, they'd just transfer me.
Same goes
That's
for
how I ended up in
Machiavellism.
so many places. At least the local cuisine helped me cope.
Okay, so he got big. He got chunky.
If there's one thing I love to do, it was eat. But I'm getting ahead of myself here anyway.
Ah, don't do this to me. I'm actually starting to bully myself into exercising even more right now. Ah, don't do this to me. Why you do this to me, Taylor? Every time I hear things about weight, I start to freaking worry about mine, even though it's correct. It's such an incredibly bad concern.
Someone leaked those photos, and people are making fun of me. I hate to see myself like that, you know? A reminder of who I was.
Well, you changed.
Oh, and just so we're clear, I'm not really talking about my size. It's the person I was on the inside. I hated him.
Under the layers, right? But still, I do understand this. It is incredibly sad when you think about it. Seeing yourself in an old group or seeing anything about your past that you didn't like and you moved on from. I personally wouldn't want to see a lot of my past being brought up, because I resent my past. At the same time, I will tell you this. You shouldn't resent your past to a core. You should resent it to a certain degree, because if you resent it to the core, you will resent yourself for who you became because of this past. Because all things considered, the pasts molded you, made you into the person you currently are. So, you know, you can't really resent yourself for that or the past itself, because if you wouldn't do the past things, you wouldn't be here right now doing whatever you're doing right now and trying to be a good person or other things. So, in a way, that's basically a personal growth arc. And you should enjoy it, and you should embrace it, and you should actually accept it. But he doesn't act like a bully anymore. He's a peppy and cheeky, but not like the mean. He is a meanie though. He's incredibly mean. What you mean? He's a meanie rabbit. Okay, he's not that big of a meanie, but good enough.
But I guess maybe I deserve this.
Nuh-uh.
I bullied a lot of people. Didn't make their lives any easier.
You paid enough
It was
for
only a
it,
matter
okay?
of time until someone from my past came along. You seem to be doing a pretty good job at it. In fact, I barely know anything about your life before Toronto. Not that I'm entitled to anything, just an observation.
Kind of same now that I think about it. Do we know much about Delta's past? Was he a criminal? Was he a bad person? Did he explode people? We don't know. We may never know. He grabs his drinks and sips it even before this weird angle.
Want to know how I lost all that weight, Delta?
No, I know.
There was
Never
this one
mind.
guy. I bullied him more than the rest. Guess he had too much and came up with a plan for revenge.
Huh?
Decided to take advantage of an allergy of mine. I just don't think he knew how bad it actually was.
Ah, shucks. Ah, that is beyond bullying. That is just outright killing someone, almost. Oh, this is completely different regarding voice than when he talks normally. Way more serious. Huh?
Life is a blur for a little while after
I
that.
guess so.
But I remember being in a hospital.
Oh.
When I got out, I looked more like I do today. Can't put the weight back on, no matter how hard I try.
Huh? What the hell is this?
I figured that karma was done with me. But now everyone is sharing those old photos around. It's like a constant reminder of my past. Every single day.
Well, past again. Past is what molded us into it. Normally he has higher bouncy tone. He always comes back to. I guess I did not notice that. He scoffs.
As if a constant reminder of the future wasn't bad enough already. Every time the lights go out, I'm scared it's happening all over again.
Oh, so that's why the fear of darkness. That's true. He told me about his vision in complete darkness. Even during our first time. Oh, the first time in the plane, we noticed that he seemed afraid of the dark.
But you know what? This is giving me a
It's not the
pretty
first time you were
perspective.
thinking about you
A
people.
lot of people
No,
make
no,
fun
no,
of me
no.
online for being
It
too
wasn't
skinny.
the dirty snuggle one.
Now, other people are making fun of me for the opposite.
Well, it is actually okay. You can tell me I'm stupid, but people don't make fun of him because of his past. They make fun of him because he was fat. So in a way, that's kind of good because you know they don't care about his true past. It's only it's only him perceiving himself like that, being the baddie, the bully, you know? And for this one, well, I guess people just don't care about him. Well, they don't care about his bullying past because they don't know this, but the bigger past is just a symbol for him, I guess.
It's really dumb, isn't it?
In a way, but also no.
No matter what your body is like, there's always gonna be someone who judges you. The only option we really have left is to love ourselves just the way we are.
Yes, but you also should be healthy for yourself to live as long as possible for your partner, for somebody who cares for you a lot. You know? That's something you should do for yourself. Because if your legs start to give out, your knees, your joints, your everything, and you start to get sick because of your health issues, well, that's the thing. That's the most important part. It's not that body look. It's health. It's health aspect. People are just worried about people.
Because
People
I
want to
know
be
they
healthy to live
definitely
as long as
won't.
possible, so they can enjoy as much.
At least we have power over our own feelings.
So they can enjoy as much time possible with others. Like holy hell, just enjoy time with each other. Simple as.
Speaking
That's
of
the most
feelings,
important
though,
part. Yes. He turns his head to face me, and I do the same. It sounds like one of those things like he's just spacing away from us, and all of a sudden he does 180 with his head, and it's just. Speaking of. Okay. That sounds quite ominous in a way.
sometimes someone special comes along.
Oh,
Someone who we just know won't judge us. And sometimes that makes everything easier to bear.
he's whispering. He smiles and rubs a hand along my face.
Go ahead. Test my theory. Do you see me any different after that story?
Yes, yes, yes. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. What do we doing? What we doing? I shake my head. Of course not. It meant a lot that he trusted me with all this
And I
information.
guess that test was right. You are an innocent one, Delta.
Huh? How am I an
But if you're
innocent
with
one?
me, that'll definitely change.
God damn you. He presses his lips against mine. Let me give me a second. I need a drink. And here it goes for. Screw it. All right. He presses his lips He presses his lips against mine, and we hold them together for a small eternity. After that, he softly pulls back. I lean in for another kiss, and we begin to make out. 1, 2, 3. I start to lose count as we relinquish ourselves to passionate surrender. No. He gets on top of me, sitting in my lap while I lay on the bed. We lock eyes, his gaze as fierce as his kisses. Running his hands along my body, he leans in to continue making out. A moment later, I hold him tight and close, standing up from the bed. Wrapping his legs around me, I slowly hold him and kiss him while approaching the wall. Using it to support his back, we continue to kiss while holding the propped up. We continue to kiss while he's propped up by my body. We're so engrossed in each other that we have to pull back to catch our breath. The faint echo of partygoers counting down to the midnight fills my ears. Taylor looks to the left at the light switch by the door frame. He can easily reach it from his current position.
Let me get that.
An innocent one.